Understanding the foundations of the human voice. The human voice is a biological instrument powered by breath and shaped by physical anatomy. To effectively control and project the voice, one must understand how it is produced mechanically, physiologically, and acoustically. Voice production involves three critical systems: the respiratory system, power source; the phonatory system, sound source; and the articulatory system, shaping and modulation of sound. This module unpacks these systems, offering a comprehensive introduction to the anatomical and functional aspects of breath and voice. The human voice does not originate in the mouth or throat. It begins with breath, specifically exhaled air pushed through the trachea to the larynx. Air pressure causes the vocal folds, cords, to vibrate, creating sound waves that are modified into intelligible speech or melodious song through articulation. 1b. Anatomy of breathing and voice production. The respiratory system. Lungs, the primary reservoir for air. They fill with oxygen on inhalation and expel carbon dioxide on exhalation. Diaphragm. A dome-shaped muscle located beneath the lungs, which contracts downward during inhalation, creating space in the lungs to draw in air. Proper diaphragmatic breathing is essential for sustained, controlled vocalization. Intercostal muscles. Muscles between the ribs that assist with expanding and contracting the rib cage. Trachea, windpipe. The air passageway through which breath travels to and from the lungs. The phonatory system. Larynx, voice box. Contains the vocal folds, which open for breathing and vibrate to produce sound when closed and air is pushed through. Vocal folds. Twin bands of muscle that vibrate to produce the fundamental tone of the voice. Their tension, length, and mass determine pitch and quality. Glottis. The space between the vocal folds that adjusts during phonation. The resonatory and articulatory system. Pharynx, oral cavity, nasal cavity. Act as resonance chambers that amplify and enrich the voice. Tongue, lips, teeth, jaw, and soft palate. Modify and shape the sound into specific vowels and consonants. 1c. Breath as the power source of the voice. Breath is more than air, it is the power engine behind the voice. Controlled, well-managed breathing determines the length, strength, loudness, and steadiness of vocal output. Shallow breathing leads to weak projection, irregular pitch, and vocal strain. This module introduces abdominal, diaphragmatic breathing as the preferred method for vocal performance, where the lungs are fully engaged and the chest remains relatively still. Key concepts. Breath support versus breath control. Breath support is the engagement of body muscles, especially the diaphragm and lower abdomen, to maintain subglottic pressure, while breath control refers to the conscious regulation of airflow. Tidal volume. The normal amount of air inhaled or exhaled in a regular breath, about 500 milliliters in adults. Vital capacity. The maximum amount of air a person can expel from the lungs after maximum inhalation, critical for long phrases in speech or singing. 1d. Voice classification and register awareness. The voice is also classified into registers and types. Chest register, lower tones, commonly used in normal speaking voice. Head register, head voice, lighter, higher tones, often used in singing. Mixed register, blend of both chest and head voice. Falsetto, modal, whistle. Registers, used in various artistic contexts. Understanding vocal registers helps in preventing overuse, controlling tonal variation, and achieving vocal expressiveness. 1.5. Common voice production challenges for beginners. Many beginners develop poor habits such as shallow breathing, clavicular breathing, tension in the throat, shoulders, and jaw. Forcing sound without breath support. Overusing vocal cords without rest. This module encourages early awareness and correction of these errors through mindfulness, physical alignment, and breath exercises that set the foundation for healthy voice work. Module 1. Key takeaways. The voice is a system powered by breath, produced by the vocal folds, and shaped by articulation. Diaphragmatic breathing is the most efficient form of breath support. Awareness of voice anatomy helps prevent damage and build vocal control. The voice can be trained like any other instrument using science and technique. This foundational knowledge is crucial before engaging in projection or performance-based modulation. I look forward to congratulating you upon completion of this course.